And that was eaten up by Ariel Atkins. Angel Reese momentarily was bringing it up the floor. We have grown accustomed to seeing that. And a quick turnover for Atkins. Kalia Copper beating one. Raya Jefferson had her first game, or first practice back, as another turnover for Chicago. The length is what they have to score over, but Kalia Copper very familiar with these rims, LaChina.
Yeah, and Ariel Atkins, unfortunately.
That face-up game has been a big part of it. Learning from Lisa Leslie isn't half bad as well.
I needed those lessons back when I was hooping.
Satu Sabali, the unicorn. Excuse me, on the baseline driving Atkins. Not able to get something on the baseline, so another turnover. That's 3 for Ariel. And Alyssa Thomas makes them pay. But both struggled from outside to start. Here comes Alyssa Thomas. They call her the human freight train, and there's an example why.
The point forward.
She told me, hey, I'm getting back to the versatile player that I was in high school that I didn't get to showcase as much in college. You guys, now developing into that stretch four, she said, I feel like posts actually give the best passes.
Alyssa Thomas off the mark. Camila Cardoso, full court pass. And Catherine Westbeld for Phoenix, as well as Haley Van Lith for Chicago. And a triple outside good for Westbeld.
A couple players shooting over 40%. Right here, Alyssa Thomas gets the ball. Look at the ball movement.
Talked about the three-point ability. Kitty Alaksa. Chicago with 6 turnovers. They've given up 9 points off of them. As Satu Sabali finding space and drains it.
She is a tough cover at 6'4".
She is one of 3 players averaging 19 points. That's another turnover for Chicago. 19 points, 8 rebounds, 2 assists, and 1 steal. That one almost went down as Tasha Mack.
And I want to see what these minutes are like for Van Lith in the game. They want her to really pick up some of the point guard responsibility.
Satu outside. That's so nasty, LaChina.
Someone better guard her. Shoot particularly well in their win over New York, but just walks.
Shooting 50% from the floor, getting good looks. Haven't knocked down the first couple in the game, as there's a foul against Rebecca Allen. Denies a screen from Natasha. Gets it from Satu. Held up. Great defense for Onyenwere, but Satu off the deck. There's not much you can do about that. How about the impressive mark that they've seen? 13 points off of the turnovers. We'll be back. So before we went to break, Satu Sabali talked about finding the offense off of the defense as Kitty Alaksa knocks down a triple from outside.
And was 3 for 3.
Hasn't scored since then. Gets a nice touch pass. Short on the attempt. And the rebound. She wanted the foul, but here comes Phoenix. Here comes Monica Koa-Makani, actually coming off of a season-high game against New York. Had 21 points, 8 for 12 from the field, and another nice look from the baseline. Sammy Wickham just reassigned herself on the floor, and for good reason.
And really good screen by Westbeld. She is bigger than anyone on the floor, and she is looking to be aggressive today in her mindset for the Chicago Sky offense.
Had 2 fouls in the first quarter.
Yeah, so she couldn't really be aggressive with that contest. Cannot lose Sammy Wickham. That is literally what she does.
Chicago is also in the bonus, so they'll be shooting free throws the rest of the way. Backdoor eaten up. Now Phoenix messing with some turnovers.
A pest of a defender. Great defense by Angel Reese.
7 on the shot clock. Sammy, corner 3, nothing but net.
Alyssa Thomas, and right here on the step back, buckets.
Satu Sabali also in double figures with 12, but she's on the bench right now with 3 fouls. Sammy Wickham, why not?
That handoff between Thomas and Wickham has been so good to Phoenix. Wickham showing you why she's a 2-time champ.
Camila Cardoso averaging just under 12 points per game and is above that here in the first half with 15. Corner tray good for Kalia Copper. AT has 5 seconds to work with. Sends it out to Sammy Wickham. Ka-ching!
They just lost her.
Going to Ariel Atkins. 5 on the shot clock. Outside, Westbeld, good. 17 assists on 22 made field goals is impressive.
Yeah, I mean, it's teamwork. They do a lot of handoff actions, a lot of pick and roll actions. They're doing it as part of the system. A great drive there by Kalia Copper. Sleeping in the paint for another three-pointer. And right here, a blur. Copper 4 days. They are lighting it up from three. They look very connected. I mean, what a start.
We were anticipating seeing some fatigue legs as Kalia Copper.
She ran into a bit of a wall there. Melissa Thomas broke up that entire play, and Thomas will get to the other end. This is an and one opportunity. I mean, she was so disruptive in that play on the other end. She guarded like 2 or 3 actions, and then she gets off and running. Is the first player down.
5 seconds on the shot clock. Michaela Onyenwere poked in by Monique, and here they come. Kitty Alaksa off the assist from AT.
Alyssa Thomas, the point forward, taking it full court and just sprays it out from the middle. Tyler Marsh has gone to his bench unit here. Another turnover by the Sky.
So back-to-back possessions with the turnover for Chicago, and under the 3-minute mark here in the third quarter, Angel Varela, China Robinson, and Brooke Weisbrod on the call for you as Kalani Brown just eats that up on the Haley Van Lith take off of one another today. Satu Sabli playing with the 4 fouls, got the bucket, and Michaela Onyenwere picks up the foul.
On the bright purple and pink, and here on the spin move just elevates over. Yeah, Onyenwere. Chicago has moved from having the luxury to allow Van Lith to develop to really needing her to come along to fill in some of those point guard minutes. And what a move by Natasha Mack. They had a couple down and back yesterday.
Yes, they did. Maybe on him.
That brought me back to my playing days.
Kitty Alaksa with 5, dishes it into Kalani Brown and gets the and one, and it's looked like that all day for Phoenix.
For the 22nd assist for Phoenix. And obviously very special, not only to the Chicago Sky franchise, but in the WNBA in general.
You almost think about how much time that Courtney Vandersloot has been with this league, 15 seasons. Courtney Vandersloot in their last game against Phoenix actually had a double-double in assists. The Aces for their first national TV game.
And now we're on the call for Phoenix.
Michaela Onyenwere, 5 for 6 from the field, 14 points in her 20 minutes of play.
Remaining 2 minutes.
And she knocks that one away. She's been very active on the defensive end, but was able to knock that one down. Kitty Alaksa, a rare miss. The fight on the glass by Musa. Kalani Brown, okay.